Greetings once again, everyone, from Brent Brown Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University. As today, the Spanish Fort Dons will take on again the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Mountain Crest, coming down from the winner's bracket today, played Bountiful. Bountiful pulled off a 3-2 victory against the Mustangs, who as a team has given up 3 runs the entire tournament, or excuse me, 4 runs in the entire tournament in Mountain Crest, but they're going to be digging a little deeper into their pitching today with McKay Smith on the mound for the Mustangs. The Spanish Fork certainly a depleted pitching, pulling off a 6-4 victory last night over Box Elder. The Dons overcame a 4-0 deficit in the 6th inning to come back, take the game to 9 innings, and win by a final score of 6-4, which coincidentally as well, a big with that win becomes the winningest coach in high school history in the state of Utah, overtaking John Hoover. So congratulations to Coach Shue. Spanish Fork will be the designated visiting team, as Mountain Crest will be home in this contest. We want to thank you for joining us today on Spanish Fork 17KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. As Mountain Crest takes the field, we will take a quick look at some lineups and defensive positions. First of all, for Mountain Crest defensively, in right field will be Ben Weiss, the center fielder Luke Smith, Nick Taylor in left, Ty Hall at third base, Anthony Peterson at short, Tanner Leishman at second, Spencer Coombs is at first. Catching today, Bradford will lead it off. Hayes Hall at short will hit second. Brady Bate, who is pitching today for the Dons, will hit third. Brock Nelson, who is at first base, will hit cleanup. Trevor Perkins hitting fifth. He's a left fielder. Jade Nielsen, the catcher, will hit sixth. Ryan Golish, the third baseman, will hit seventh. Cooper Thorpe from second base will hit eighth. And Nick Roberts, the right fielder, will round out the lineup for the Spanish Fort Dons. Dons have had to, following that loss against Mountain Crest, have had a couple of tough games they've had to get past, tough teams to get past. One being Salem Hills, where the Dons won 9-2 yesterday. And then today, last night, a win against the Box Elder Bees. And now we are set to get things underway. Bennett Bradford will lead it off. McKay Smith, out of his windup, throws off speed to start. Watching him warm up, it did not seem to me that McKay Smith has a ton of velocity for Mountain Crest. Maybe he was just fooling a little bit. Still not a whole burn 'em by you kind of guy, but probably one who can mix it up quite a bit for Mountain Crest. They've been blessed with a lot of talent this year from the mound. Pitch in the dirt, 3-0 quickly to Bennett Bradford. We want to thank J-Mart Printing for bringing this game to you. Located at 270 North Main Street. Talk to Lane Henderson. He can print whatever you like in nearly any format you could think of. Wedding invitations, business cards, magnets, etc., at J-Mart. Bradford, chopper to short. Nobody puts charge on it. Bradford's quick to throw, however, in time from Peterson at short. One down. That'll bring up Hayes Hall, who's been nothing shy of a hero for Spanish Fork in this tournament. Drove in the game winner last night, and in round 2 came in relief for Spanish Fork and saved a game against Murray. He digs in, pitch on the way from Smith, fastball, strike. 0-2 the count to Hayes Hall. Spanish Fork bringing quite a few fans from down about 15 miles south of Brent Brown Ballpark as Hayes Hall lifts one into right field. And the play made by Ben Weiss in right. 2 down. That'll bring up Brady Bate.
The pitcher, number 10, Brady Bate.
Who from the plate today will be trying to help his own cause. Pitch on the way from Smith. Timing will be an issue for Spanish Fork hitting-wise against McKay Smith. His fastball's not overly fast, but when he throws something off speed, it's really off speed as there's a shot into deep left center field. Gone! Brady Bate, solo home run for Spanish Fork, and the Dons take an early 1-0 lead. Brady Bate, solo home run. And the Dons on the board first. Brock Nelson, the hitter for Spanish Fork. You know, Mountain Crest knows that the Dons pitching is got to be running a little low now as we have gone so far in the tournament as far as Spanish Fork is concerned. A lot of pitching arms are falling off for the Dons, and I'm sure Mountain Crest will be looking for their chance when they get up. Quickly 2-0 to Brock Nelson. The Car Guys sponsor instant replay today, 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. 798-0077 is a number where you can reach the Car Guys as Brock Nelson singles to dead center. Excuse me. Trevor Perkins will hit. Two early hits for the Dons. And for the first time today, McKay Smith out of the stretch. Pitch on the way, and Perkins reaches out after one outside part of the plate and flies out to right. The Dons on the board first as Mountain Crest coming up. Let's take a quick look at the Spanish Fork Dons defense. Nick Roberts in right field, Trevor Perkins in the left, Bennett Bradford out in dead center. And for infielders as follows: Ryan Golish at third, Hayes Hall at short, Cooper Thorpe at second, Brock Nelson at first base. Catching the game today, Jade Nielsen for Spanish Fork. For today's pitcher, Brady Bate, who has not had a ton of time on the mound for Spanish Fork this year. Saw him a bit during tournament play and in a game against Maple Mountain in region play, where the Dons dug deep into their bullpen that afternoon. Brady Bate was out there, but he has velocity, to say the least, as many pitching arms do for Spanish Fork. They can throw hard. Take a look at Mountain Crest and their hitting lineup. Luke Smith will lead it off. Anthony Peterson will hit second. Ty Hall third. Nick Taylor's going to hit fourth. Jackson Godfrey hitting fifth. Mick Tidrow sixth. Spencer Coombs to hit seventh, Ben Weiss eighth, and Tanner Leishman will hit ninth. And apparently, got a frog in my throat. I want to thank Taco Time for sponsoring Player of the Game. They are located in Spanish Fork off Highway 6. Near the freeway entrance on Kirby Lane. Try some great Southwest flavors at taco time as White's out there to collect equipment pitchers aren't allowed to use. The home plate umpire asking Bate to remove an arm sleeve. So, with that one, well, I'm going to give him a couple more here. Had plenty of time to warm up, but Mountain Crest coming to the dish. As you'll see the Dons work, they do not take any pitching calls from the dugout. It's pitcher-catcher relationship, except for under special circumstances. Most of these guys have been playing together for quite some time. Know each other very well. As Luke Smith coming to the plate for the Mustangs. As I mentioned before, lost 3-2 against Bountiful. Bountiful staying in the winner's bracket, advancing to the state championship. Strikes to Luke Smith, leadoff hitter for the Mustangs. Seemed to me the other day when Mountain Crest beat Spanish Fork 6-0, 4 runs came in the first inning off of Maverick Buffo, who had city as well, and you can see Brady Bate can throw it hard in his own right, but didn't seem to be an intimidation of Mountain Crest against Spanish Fork in game one. We'll see how it works today. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Jade Nielsen digs it out of the dirt. Luke Smith had already accepted fate, headed to the dugout, 1 away. Anthony Peterson, the hitter. The shortstop stepping in. Brady Bate back to work. Pitch, bunt foul. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 down. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Brady Bate off to a good start for the Dons on the mound. The strikeout already to his credit, and already an 0-2 count to the number 2 hitter, Anthony Peterson. Pitch on the way. This time he pokes it out to center field. Bennett Bradford in the right spot for the Dons. 2 down. That'll bring up Ty Hall.
Playing third base, number 8, Ty Hall.
The Dons waited till they had 2 outs to score their first run. Mountain Crest now to their 3rd hitter and 2 outs. Pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 1. Pitch, that one way short. 2 balls, no strikes count. Weather today, much like it has been the entire tournament, a little bit of a breeze, nothing major. Should be able to get through this one with no problem. No rain is expected. Maybe a pop-up shower once in a while, but nothing major expected as a 4-pitch walk issued and Ty Hall aboard for the Mustangs. Nick Taylor, the hitter.
Left fielder, number 19, Nick Taylor.
Taylor, the left fielder, in his first at bat of the ball game, and there's a strike call on the pitch from Brady Bate. 0-1 the count. Pitch fouled off. 0-2. As regardless, this is the last 4A game here at Brent Brown Ballpark today. There will be a couple of 5A games here later on this afternoon. Bountiful Braves have stuck around to find out who they'll be playing, whether it be Spanish Fork or Mountain Crest. Hopefully them sitting on the Spanish Fork side won't be too much of a confidence boost for either side. 2-2. Mountain Crest maybe could gain some momentum off it. Spanish Fork could maybe think it's good luck. Made. We are through an inning. The Dons won. The Mustangs, nothing.
No runs, no hits, no errors. There was one runner left on base.
Security Insurance Agency, serving the community with personal service since 1964. Longtime customer, Lane Henderson.
He's covered my business to my home and everything, provided excellent coverage throughout the years. Personally takes care of my needs, so I really appreciate that personal touch.
Let Clark Swenson and his entire staff take care of you. Security Insurance Agency, 290 North Main in Spanish Fork, or call 798-3500.
At Jmart, we give away an elegantly framed piece of art every month. To enter, simply go to facebook.com/jmartprintandcopy. You could win one of these beautiful canvas prints. And if you have a photo of your own you would like to enlarge and frame, come to Jmart and leave a lasting legacy.
Due up for the Spanish Fork Dons in the second inning are the number 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Jade Nielsen, Ryan Golish, Cooper Thorpe. All these players making their first plate appearances. Dons with 2 hits in the first inning. The Mustangs did leave one aboard due to a walk. As Nielsen steps in, sees a curveball and fouls it off down the third base line. The Dons have already scored more runs against Mountain Crest in one inning than they did the entire game the other night. A 1 pitch. There's a shot up the middle. That'll get through for a hit for Jade Nielsen. So the Dons are their first hitter aboard as Ryan Golish to the plate. Speed up runner will come in for Spanish Fork. It'll be Jason Money. Jade will go get his catcher's gear on.
The batter playing third base, number 22, Ryan Golish.
And already some bullpen action for Mountain Crest. Ben Weiss threw a complete game the other night against the Dons. Another hit for the Spanish Fork Dons and Ryan Golish. So the Dons are their first 2 aboard here in the second inning. We'll bring up Cooper Thorpe. Time called as a trip to the mound in order. Mountain Crest has those the orange part of those uniforms, and I'm trying to see who's in the bullpen for the Mustangs. And it's of Mountain Crest. 2 aboard, nobody out.
Second base, number 1, Cooper Thorpe.
Dons getting their leads. Thorpe lays down a bunt. Smith just going to have to go to first for the out. Successful bunt for Cooper Thorpe as he advances the runners. 1 down, that'll bring up Nick Roberts, the 9 hitter in the Dons lineup.
12, Nick Roberts.
Dons have been pretty solid all the way through the lineup this season. On it will be Smith. Play coming to the plate. Nothing doing. Sack fly for Nick Roberts. Two down. That'll bring up Bennett Bradford.
Playing center field, number 23.
Bradford grounded to short in his first at bat. Pitch on the way. Bennett lays off of that one. All down low. 1-0 the count. So his second at bat in as many innings. Bennett Bradford takes one inside and the count 2-0. Hayes Hall waiting on deck for an opportunity for Spanish Fort. Pitch on the way. Bradford grounds the shortstop side off of his behind. If he makes that play, it's amazing. He did not either way. Anthony Peterson from his butt throwing across the diamond. 1 hops it. Pretty good throw, just not in time to beat Bennett Bradford. And an infield single and an RBI credited to Bradford. Hayes Hall the hitter. 3-0 Spanish Fork here in the second inning. Pitch on the way to Hayes as he gets around on it, fouls it away. Oh, 1 the count. Don's having a little trouble getting around on McKay Smith here early. A lot of hits to the left side. The Dons with no lefties in the lineup. Bradford getting a lead. Pitch on the way. Curveball fouled off by Hall. Off his foot. Shake it off. Oh, 2 the count. The Dons trying to work their way back after losing to Mountain Crest Tuesday. Through the ranks, Mountain Crest trying to do the same. Nice throw from the catcher, but underneath the throw is Bennett Bradford with the stolen base. He's in scoring position. The hit could result in another score for the Dons, who have 5 already in the game in 10 batters. Pitch on the way. Curve. Another run for the Spanish Fort Dons. They're putting out a hitting clinic here in the first couple of innings. Another single and an RBI. That's 4 singles in the inning for Spanish Fork.
fresh cut lettuce, perfectly sized vegetables, all the things you need for a fine salad. Fresh baked breads and pastries, cinnamon rolls to drool for, home-styled sandwiches that will please any appetite. Is this some new gourmet restaurant in town? Nope, it's all right here at the Dugout. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Dugout hits a home run. The Dugout, located next to the ballpark and the fairgrounds in Spanish Fork.
Well, it's fun to dine at Taco Time. The service is great and the food is fine. So when you're feeling hungry, look for this sign and bring the family down to Taco Time. You can dine right in or take away. Be pleasantly surprised at the price you pay. The finest food, our own special way. That's Taco Time, we're open every day.
Taco Time at 641.
Calvin Youd, Randy Brailsford, the car guys of Spanish Fork.
We're really excited about what we're able to do and provide for the community. Our goal is that we will sell you a quality car that's clean, that you'll feel proud of at a good, reasonable price.
The right place, dedicated service beyond the sale.
Welcome to Confetti Antiques and Books. Today we want to talk about our basement sale and some of the fun things we have going on down here, like old LPs. Wait! The light! Somebody get the light! Really, we want to talk to you about the Lucy Light by Empowered, a solar-powered emergency light that everyone should have in their home. How often have you found that battery on your flashlight to be dead? With the Lucy Light, you get up to 12 hours on a single charge. Perfect for your long-term 72-hour kit.
Brady Bates.
Tully and Takis into the ball game for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. As Brady Bate coming to the dish for Spanish Fork. Takis in relief for McKay Smith, who went 1 2/3, 6 hits allowed, 4 runs scored. Takis fools Bate on the first pitch strike. Bate last time, solo home run to start it off for Spanish Fork as far as scoring is concerned. Hayes Hall at first, and a shot down the third base line and foul, snagging it. Ty Hall, the third baseman, showing some effort over there for Mountain Crest. 0-2 the count to Brady Bate. Takis coming in relief and making his first appearance on the mound for Mountain Crest in the tournament. Pitch on the way. Curveball popped up. Should be fairly routine. The shortstop, Anthony Peterson, under it. That will be the third out. An inning and a half in the books. Spanish Fork Dons 4, Mountain Crest Mustangs nothing.
3 runs on 4 hits, 2 no errors, and 1 runner left on base.
Lunchtime is coming soon, but you only have 30 minutes to get there, eat, and get back. You'd better head to the Dugout, quick. This isn't just fast food, it's good fast food. Our fresh salad bar will please your appetite for a healthy and quick meal. Fresh fruit, fresh toppings, fresh hot pizza, or home-styled sandwiches. Take it back to work with you, or eat it right there. For lunch or dinner, the Dugout hits a home run. The Dugout, next to the ballpark in Spanish Fork.
What time is it?
Yo, what time is it?
Anytime is taco time.
Mountain Crest Mustangs trying to overcome a 4-0 deficit to the Spanish Fork Dons. Due up for the Mustangs, Jack Godfrey, Mick Tidrow, and Spencer Coombs. 5, 6, 7 in the lineup. Pitch upstairs. from Brady Bate. Had one walk in the first inning. Control can be an issue with some pitchers as you dig deeper into these tournament games, and have to see how Brady Bate goes along here. Is that one just missing in the count 2-1. Same pitch, strike 2-2. Nobody out. Pitch on the way. Godfrey watches strike 3 go by. Second K of the game.
Designated hitter number 17.
And there's one down. Mick Tidrow, the hitter. Tidrow, the designated hitter, making his first plate appearance in the 6th spot for Mountain Crest. Pitch number 1 away. Left-handed hitter for Mountain Crest. Pitch on the way, fouled off. Again, we want to thank those who are bringing this game to you this afternoon. Spanish Fork 17, KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Foul ball popped up. Nobody's going to get there. It's in the bullpen area. A lot of room along the right field and left field lines in foul ground to keep a ball in play here at Brent Brown Ballpark. 408 dead center, 305 left field, 312 right field. 1-2. Pitch fouled off. As Tidrow continues to fight for Mountain Crest. Two offering. Curveball swing. Are they going to call foul ball? Umpire says Tidrow got a piece of it. Count stays at 2s. Again, we'll see a 2-2 pitch. That one called strike 3. 2 straight looking Ks offered up by Brady Bate of the Spanish Fork Dons. 2 down, and Spencer Coombs the hitter. Again, Coombs making his first plate appearance. Pitch from Brady Bate in there for a strike. First game pitching in the tournament for Brady Bate, and he's looking like the Dons' ace so far today. 0-2 the count. Pitch. Had one to waste, tried to get him to chase it up and away. 1-2. You see how quick the Dons work from the mound. 2-2. Could be a benefit to that as well, is that there's not a ton of time that the pitcher has to sit and think about the last pitch. Fly ball to center. Brennett Bradford there to make the play for the out. 3 up, 3 down inning for Spanish Fork. And we will head to the 3rd inning. The Dons 4, the Mustangs nothing.
No runs, no hits, no errors. There are no runners left on base. After Jason played it.
Security Insurance Agency, serving the community with personal service since 1964. Longtime customer, Lane Henderson.
He's covered my business to my home and everything, provided excellent coverage throughout the years. Personally takes care of my needs, so I really appreciate that personal touch.
Let Clark Swenson and his entire staff take care of you. Security Insurance Agency, 290 North Main in Spanish Fork, or call 798-3500.
At J-Mart, we give away an elegantly framed piece of art every month. To enter, simply go to facebook.com/jmartprintandcopy. You could win one of these beautiful canvas prints. And if you have a photo of your own you would like to enlarge and frame, come to J-Mart and leave a lasting legacy.
Brock Nelson, Trevor Perkins, and Jade Nielsen do up for Spanish Fork, 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. Brock singled in his first at bat. Tolian Takis, a pitcher for Mountain Crest in relief, saw one batter pop up short. So the Dons are going to have to readjust, hitting Takis with a little more velocity than Smith had. And strike the call there. Dons with 6 hits to this point. Oh, 1. Hit him. Brock Nelson aboard for the Dons as he wears one. Trevor Perkins coming to the plate. Perkins flew to right
Left fielder number 18,
in his first at bat. So the Dons looking to continue what they've started in this ball game. 4 runs early. Pitch on the way. Missing. 1-0. Bountiful Braves still on hand to see who they will play tomorrow. They have not seen Spanish Fork yet, at least played them yet. There's a strike called. One. Pitch on the way, curveball. Grounder, seeing eye grounder. It gets through between short and third. Trevor Perkins with a single for Spanish Fork will bring up Jade Nielsen.
The catcher number 5, Jade Nielsen.
Jade Nielsen singled, scored a run. At least his speed up runner, Jason Money, scored for him. As the catcher for the Dons to the plate, taking instruction from Jeff Nelson, the assistant head coach. Pitch on the way, bunt shown, fouled away. Alex Hansen and his Mountain Crest Mustangs. Winners of Region 5 this year, and the Dons were Region 8 champions. Bunt shown. Bunt laid down. Jade Nielsen right down the third baseline. He's not a speed demon, but an error. First baseman should have had it. No question about it. Not a bad throw. And the Dons with the bases loaded and nobody out. For Ryan Golish, the hitter, who singled his last time up and also scored. So the Dons seeing a walk, a single, and an error. The infield pinched all the way in for Mountain Crest, playing at the edge of the dirt. To try to prevent anything happening at home plate, they will ignore almost anything else on any other base, just worried about home at this point. Pitch on the way, Golish leaves it alone, called strike. 0-1. 7 hits in the game for Spanish Fort. Pitch on the way, shot out into right center. That would have been right where the second baseman would have been had he been there. An RBI single for Ryan Golish. Brock Nelson crossing for Spanish Fork. And once again, Mountain Crest getting some bullpen action.
Second base, number 1, Cooper Thorpe.
Cooper Thorpe, the hitter for the Dons. Grounded out on a bunt, on a sacrifice bunt in the 8th. Dons with a 5-0 lead. Pitch to Thorpe. Fouls it off. Dons with 8 hits already. Pitch on the way, curveball. Hits inside corner for strike 2. So Cooper Thorpe in an 0-2 count. Oh, 2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. And a hit batter. And Cooper Thorpe, the Dons played another run. And Tolian Takis may see a short-lived visit to the pitcher's mound here. We'll see how it works out as Coach Hansen out to the mound. We want to thank today not only the sponsors that we have, but we also want to thank Kevin Dustin and Rob Cuff of the Utah High unseen faces and unheard voices that go on that do a lot of hard work in making this happen and allowing us the opportunities to bring these games to you, whether it be on television or via internet streaming through YouTube and watch it through KSL and Deseret News, but many participants, and we certainly want to thank everyone who have participated, especially those 2 gentlemen. Okay, Nick Roberts, a hitter. Takis still in the game, delivers a strike. Infielder still out, bases jammed. 2 runs have already scored in the inning for Spanish Fork as the 9-hitter watches one go over his head. One the count. Pitch on the way. Roberts with a shot out to right center. That will bring someone home and a sac fly. This is second sacrifice fly of the ball game, and the Dons with a 7-0 lead. Two sac flies to essentially the same portion of the park. One down. That'll bring up Bennett Bradford with runners at first and second. The Dons hoping to plate some more. Mountain Crest at this point hoping for a ground ball somewhere near second base. As shortstop and second tied in fairly tight. That one's shallow right. Coming in to make the play is Weiss. Ben Weiss, who shut the Dons out all alone the other night out in right field, making the play on that one. So 2 down.
The shortstop, number 2, Hayes
for Hayes Hall. Single has an RBI. That came in the second. Also flew out in this one. Still opportunities for the Dons on the bases. Pitch upstairs for ball 1. Left-hander in the bullpen for Mountain Crest. Haven't quite caught a number yet. One-0 pitch. Curveball shot out into right center. Another base hit. The Dons should wave home Ryan Golish. They will. And another run scored for the Dons off of an RBI single from Hayes Hall. The second RBI of the game. Cooper Thorpe over to second. For the pitcher, Brady Bate is now the Dons, if Bate can complete an at-bat, will have gone all the way through the lineup here in the third. 4 runs scored and an 8-0 Spanish Fork lead off 9 hits. Time called. Mountain Crest now in danger of being eliminated from a tournament it looks like they had pretty solid control of. Even making a championship game appearance about 3 hours ago even. Pitch on the way, fouled off, and right below our cameras here along the first baseline, it's a reminder to keep your eye on the field at all times. 1-1 the count to Brady Bate, who has a home run today and a flyout. His homer was a solo home run in the first. Pitch on the way, fastball. Bate leaves it be, 2-1. Brock Nelson waiting on deck for Spanish Fork. One, 2 the count. Pitch. Dirt. 2-2. Two offering from Takis. Fastball, swing and a miss. The Dons are their first strikeout victim. And Mountain Crest out of it. Finally in the third. A long one for the Mustangs, but the Dons holding an 8-0 lead over Mountain Crest here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork Channel 17.
Fresh cut lettuce, perfectly sized vegetables, all the things you need for a fine salad. Fresh baked breads and pastries, cinnamon rolls to drool for. Home-styled sandwiches that will please any appetite. Is this some new gourmet restaurant in town? Nope, it's all right here at the Dugout. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Dugout hits a home run. The Dugout, located next to the ballpark and the fairgrounds in Spanish Fork.
Well, it's fun to dine at Taco Time. The service is great and the food is fine. So when you're feeling hungry, look to this side and bring the family down to Taco Time. You can dine right in or take away. You're pleasantly surprised at the price you pay.
Taco Time.
Okay, due up here in the third inning. Ben Weiss, Tanner Leishman, and Luke Smith for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. The Dons with several batters in their lineup who have been up 3 times in 3 innings. Mountain Crest still working on their first round of hitting as Brady Bate has worked an excellent game for Spanish Fork from the mound and starts Ben Weiss off with a strike.
Mountain Crest plant the right fielder, number 18, Ben Weiss.
Mountain Crest looking for their first hit of the ball game. Do not here at Brent Brown Ballpark for these state championship baseball games as 5A will be competing here beginning this afternoon. I encourage you to get down here if you can. Awesome facility. Ground ball, Cooper Thorpe routine. One down.
Playing second base, number 6, Tanner Leishman.
Tanner Leishman, the hitter. The number 9 hitter in the lineup for Mountain Crest. Again, we want to thank the Car Guys for sponsoring the Player of the Game, or Instant Replay. Excuse me on that. They are located at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You can talk to Calvin Youd, Randy Brailsford. They're ready to make you a great deal on a nearly new automobile. Most are still under factory warranty, and they have an excellent selection of SUVs. Currently, you can give them a call. 98 Leishman to Brady Bate, 1-2. Luke Smith waiting his turn on deck for the Mustangs. Time called by the home plate umpire. Back underway. 3 Ks issued by Bate today in his 2 1/3 so far inning of work. Pitch, grounder. Hayes Hall gloves it, throws, and makes a routine play. 2 ground outs in the inning for Mountain Crest. It'll bring up Luke Smith for his second time today. The leadoff hitter for Mountain Crest struck out in his lone at bat. And that one rolled, but a glove by Ryan Golish to make the play, and what a hot one. There you go. Give credit where credit's due. A solid shot by Luke Smith, but even a more solid defensive play by Ryan Golish, the Dons' third baseman. 3 innings complete. Spanish Fork 8. Mountain Crest nothing here from Brent Brown Ballpark.
Calvin Youd, Randy Brailsford, the Car Guys of Spanish Fork.
We're really excited about what we're able to do and provide for the community. Our goal is that we will sell you a quality car that's clean, that you'll feel proud of at a good, reasonable price.
The right place, dedicated service beyond the sale.
Old LPs. Wait, the light. Somebody get the light. Really, we want to talk to you about the Lucy Light by Empowered, a solar-powered emergency light that everyone should have in their home. How often have you found that battery on your flashlight to be dead? With the Lucy Light, you get up to 12 hours on a single charge. Perfect for your long-term 72-hour kit.
New pitcher into Mustangs, number 22, Jarrett Hunt on the mound. So Tolian Takis on pitcher number 3. As we begin the 4th inning, Brock Nelson to lead it off for Spanish Fort. Trevor Perkins and Jade Nielsen also due up in the inning. Brock is singled and walked. In this contest is Mountain Crest looking for an answer here in the 4th. Again, if you're confused, the Dons in the white uniforms, Mountain Crest with their orange and white. 2-0. In the Dons lineup, there are only 2 batters who have yet to get a base hit in this ball game. One of them was hit by a pitch in Cooper Thorpe. The other one, Nick Roberts, has 2 sac flies today. It's not like, even though they haven't had a base hit, they haven't been productive, because The entirety of the Dons lineup has been at the least productive so far in this one. 3-1 is the count to Brock Nelson, the number 4 hitter in Spanish Fork's lineup, as he gets around on one, knocks it foul. The lefty on the mound for Mountain Crest. McKay Smith, also a lefty, started this ball game for the Mustangs. The Dons have come out bats ablaze in this one. A walk, and Brock Nelson aboard for his 3rd time and as many as bats as he has had today. Walking twice and singling once. Trevor Perkins, the hitter, singled his last at bat. Also has a right field fly out. Pitch on the way. Jim Nelson, the coach of the Spanish Fort Dons, also known as Shoe. In his final season as the head coach of the Spanish Fort Dons, and an excellent career to say the least. 6 state championships, has become the winningest head coach in high school baseball history for the state, and that is in any classification. And quickly, the count 1-0 to Trevor Perkins. Mountain Crest's bullpen has been depleted in this one. Started with their number 3 pitcher, McKay Smith, and now have gone through Tully and Takis, now to Jarrett Hunt. Looking for the answer to the Dons' bats today. 1-1. Misses. Taco Time sponsors a player of the game. I invite you to visit your closest Taco Time. There's a pitch on the way. Down the low and quickly, the count 3-1. So another 3-1 count to a Dons hitter in the inning for Jarrett Hunt. Perkins with an option here. Leaves it alone for ball 4 inside. Dons are the first 2 aboard via walk. And that will bring up Jade Nielsen, who's singled and reached on an error.
The catcher, number 5, Jade Nielsen.
Nielsen, 2 runs scored in his wake after using the bats. He has had speed up runners in for him. Jason Money doing the honor both times, scoring for Jade. Pitch on the way. And Jade pops one up. Third base side and out of play. Breeze seemingly picking up a little bit as it's blowing from foul pole to foul pole, right to left. Pretty much how the weather has been all week long. A little afternoon breeze picking up here and there, not causing a whole lot of trouble on the diamond. Nothing we can call it a little air conditioning. 0-1. Call it 0-2. Looking strike. The Dons, 1 hitter has struck out in this ball game. The same hitter hit a solo home run in the first, Brady Bate, who's done an excellent job on the mound as well. Pitch. Shot. Second base side. Gets through the second baseman. It should be called a single. We'll see what they post on the board here, but Jade Nielsen aboard. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Same as what we saw last inning. They call it an infield single. Ryan Golish, the hitter for Spanish Fork.
The batter playing third base, number 22, Ryan Golish.
He has singled twice, scored twice, has an RBI. The Dons continuing an offensive onslaught here in the 4th inning that they started. Actually, in the second was when they started scoring a lot of runs. They had a solo shot. That was the only run in the first. Then 3 in the second, 4 in the third. Infielders again pulled in for Mountain Crest. Golish swings and misses. 1-1. Cooper Thorpe waiting on deck for the Dons. Again, the winner will play tomorrow for the state championship. The winner will have to win twice against Bountiful. Starting at 11 a.m. tomorrow, and a base hit by Golish are going to hold up Trevor Perkins, but Brock Nelson plating for the Dons, 9-0 Spanish Fork with the lead. Ryan Golish 3 for 3 on the afternoon. And again, a visit to the mound. And Mountain Crest is going to make a change.
Lunchtime is coming soon, but you only have 30 minutes to get there, eat, and get back. You'd better head to the dugout, quick. This isn't just fast food, it's good fast food. Fresh hot pizza or home-styled sandwiches. Take it back to work with you or eat it right there. For lunch or dinner, the dugout, it's a home run. The dugout, next to the ballpark in Spanish Fork.
What time is it?
Yo, what time is it?
Anytime is taco time.
Security Insurance Agency, serving the community with personal service since 1964. Longtime customer, Lane Henderson.
He's covered my business to my home and everything, provided excellent coverage throughout the years. Personally takes care of my needs, so I really appreciate that personal touch.
Let Clark Swenson and his entire staff take care of you. Security Insurance Agency, 290 North Main in Spanish Fork, or call 798-3500.
At J-Mart, we give away an elegantly framed piece of art every month. To enter, simply go to facebook.com/jmartprintandcopy. You could win one of these beautiful canvas prints. And if you have a photo in front,
new pitcher for the Mustangs of Mountain Crest, Nick Taylor in, who came in from left field. I did not get a number for the outfielder. See if we can pull that up here soon. Nonetheless, Cooper Thorpe, the hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. Taylor delivers one up high, and Thorpe fouls it away. Thorpe has been hit by a pitch, and he has grounded out on a sacrifice bunt. Not many unproductive at-bats for Spanish Fork today. They've seemingly, everyone has been who has entered the batter's box. There's a grounder to short, play it home for the out. Nice job by the shortstop, Anthony Peterson. So Thorpe is aboard, one down. And that'll bring up Nick Roberts. Roberts with 2 sacrifice flies today, both to center field. So 2 RBIs for him. Again, hot grounders, tough ones to handle for infielders playing. Pokes one into center, and it'll get by the center fielder, Smith. The Dons will clear the bases. Roberts coming to third. He's going to round and score. And the Dons have taken control of this contest, 13-0.
Center fielder number 23, Bennett Bradford.
Bennett Bradford, the hitter. 5 runs in the inning for Spanish Fork. And that one, a ground out. Bennett Bradford. Two down, as Bennett Bradford saw only one pitch. And the hitter, Hayes Hall. And he nubs one foul.
The shortstop number 2, Hayes Hall.
Dons have come out. The final out, not before Nick Roberts delivers for the Spanish Fort Dons an inside the park grand slam. You do not see that every day. For more of it, we encourage you to stick around. Spanish Fork 13, Mountain Crest nothing.
First Spanish Fork.
Fresh cut lettuce, perfectly sized vegetables, all the things you need for a fine salad. Fresh baked breads and pastries, cinnamon rolls to drool for. Home-styled sandwiches that will please any appetite. Is this some new gourmet restaurant in town? Nope, it's all right here at the Dugout. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Dugout hits a home run. The Dugout, located next to the ballpark and the fairgrounds in Spanish Fork.
Well, it's fun to dine at Taco Time. The service is great and the food is fine. So when you're feeling hungry, look for this sign and bring the family down to Taco Time. You can dine right in or take away. You're pleasantly surprised at the price you pay. The finest food, our own special way. That's Taco Time, we're open every day.
Taco Time at 641 Kirby Lane in Spanish.
Yeah. Anthony Peterson, Ty Hall, and Nick Taylor due up for the Mountain Crest Mustangs here in the 4th inning, 2, 3, and 4. Day as it's been for the Spanish Fort Dons bats, it has not been for Mountain Crest to this point. They have yet to record a base hit. One base runner in the ball game was Ty Hall off of a walk to Brady Bate. Should feel fairly confident on the mound for Spanish Fork as a ground ball to short. Nelson unable to handle it. That'll be credited as an error. And first batter aboard. Ty Hall, the hitter. So a runner on for the Mustangs, who need to overcome and score some runs here just to keep this game going beyond the 5th. There's a ground ball to Hall. Hall to Thorpe. Thorpe to first. 6-4-3. Eliminating all base runners. 2 down. That'll bring up Nick Taylor. Taylor grounded out in his lone at bat to second.
Right fielder number 19, Nick Taylor.
Pitch on the way. Although the runner did get aboard via error, a double play followed it. And the Dons go to the 5th 13-0 lead over the Mountain Crest Mustangs.
Congratulations, car guys! Calvin Youd, Randy Brailsford, the car guides of Spanish Fork.
We're really excited about what we're able to do and provide for the community. Our goal is that we will sell you a quality car that's clean, that you'll feel proud of at a good, reasonable price.
The right place, dedicated service beyond the sale.
Welcome to Confetti Antiques and Books. Today we want to talk about our basement sale and some of the fun things we have going on down here. Like old LPs. Wait! The light! Somebody get the light! Really, we want to talk to you about the Lucy Light by Empowered. A solar-powered emergency light that everyone should have in their home. How often have you found that battery on your flashlight to be dead? With the Lucy Light, you get up to 12 hours on a single charge. Perfect for your long-term 72-hour kit.
Due up for the Spanish Fort Dons in the 5th inning, 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. Brady Bate, Brock Nelson, Trevor Perkins. Again, Taco Time sponsors the player of the game. Invite you to and encourage you to support those who bring this game to us. Taco Time located in Spanish Fork on Kirby Lane off of Highway 6, right behind Deseret Buck. And they're scattered throughout the state of Utah, so the nearest Taco Time, if you're watching via stream elsewhere, I encourage you to go support Taco Time as ball one offered to Brady Bate. Pitch from Nick Taylor. Bate, long fly ball deep left, gone. Second home run of the game for the Dons pitcher. And that's a second home run offered by Taylor. One of them could have stayed in front of the center fielder who made a diving effort. That's 2 home runs that Taylor has offered in this game. Just an inning of work so far, less than an inning of work. 14-0 Dons. Brock Nelson, the hitter, foul ground. Had a play onto the net. Trevor Perkins waiting his turn on deck. Perkins with a walk and a run scored and a single. Nelson, 2 walks, the hitter now, 2 runs scored and a single. And as I mentioned earlier, not many in the, well, nobody in the Dons lineup has been at bat in vain for the Dons offense. Dons have scored in every inning of this one. That one in the dirt. 2-2. So Bountiful, the team in itself, has left Brent Brown Ballpark. They won't stick around any longer. Taking that bus ride back up to Bountiful, about an hour from where we are now. Oh, as there's one off the chest, and you know, when it's not your day, it's not your day. Brock Nelson over to second base. What will they call it? which I don't think they will. That was such a hard hit ball. Third base is that hot corner that very few really like to take on the responsibility, and that will count as a double for Brock Nelson. Taylor Harrison running for the Dons at second base. Trevor Perkins, the hitter for Spanish Fork. You don't seem as though they're ready or willing to take their foot off the gas pedal here in the fifth inning. Bullpen action again for the Mustangs. It appears that Spencer Triplett going to warm up. Pitch on the way. Shot right field. Ben Weiss giving chase, and he'll make a play on it. No, he won't. He dropped it. And the ball pops over the head. The shortstop, but an error out in right field puts runners at second and third for Spanish Fork. So E9 scored there, and the hitter, Jade Nielsen, who was reached on an error, singled twice, 3 runs scored, at least in his spot, as speed-up runners have been in for him. All 3 times Jason Money, pitch upstairs. And the Mustangs had 2 chances for outs here, one of them being extremely difficult at third with Hall over there. He had to take a solid shot off his chest that ended up being a double for Brock Nelson. And then the error in right field by Ben Weiss. 2 balls, no strikes to Jade Nielsen. 2 in scoring position. Leaves it alone, pass ball, the Dons will score again. Taylor Harrison, who was in for Brock Nelson, plating for Spanish Fork. Trevor Perkins over to third. 15-0 Spanish Fork. Yesterday, we saw a tough one where Salem Hills committed 8 errors in a game against Spanish Fork. There was certainly frustration. We're seeing that again out of a Mountain Crest team who's had some difficulties, and Dons have capitalized every time. Pitch, ground ball up the middle, base hit, a run scored. RBI single for Jade Nielsen. If I'm going to be asked to pick a Taco Time player of the game today, I'll just go ahead and say the entire lineup if that's permissible. They've just been solid all the way through the Dons lineup as they lead over the Mountain Crest Mustangs, who again have some bullpen action. Ryan Golish, to his credit, as it appears the Spanish Fork Dons will move on to face the Bountiful Braves tomorrow here at Brent Brown Ballpark. There's a fly ball into left, and it's shallow. Should not advance a runner. It will not. That is a first out of the inning. 1 down for Cooper Thorpe. Thorpe hit by a pitch. Laid down a sack bunt. Grounded into a fielder's choice. And has a run scored. Pitch on the way. Fouled off by Cooper. Nick Roberts waiting on deck. J Mart Printing, participating in bringing this live broadcast to you, located at 270 North Main in Spanish Fork. Lane Henderson can take nearly anything and in nearly any format and print it. Just give him a call and let him try for you. Wedding invitations, banners, business cards, magnets, you name it. He'll find a way to print it. J Mart Printing, 270 North Main in Spanish Fork. Cooper Thorpe in a 2-1 count against Nick Taylor. Pitch on the way. Thorpe uses a little discipline and lays off at 3-1. Nick Roberts waiting on deck. Dons with 3 home runs in the game. Pitch. Grounder. That could be a double play ball. 6-4. 3 double play. That will end the top of the 5th, but the Dons do a little more damage to the Mustangs' hopes. 16-0 your score from Brent Brown Ballpark.
Top half of the 5th inning, 3 runs on 3 hits. There's one on Crest there, but no runners left on base.
Lunchtime is coming soon, but you only have 30 minutes to get there, eat, and get back. You'd better head to the dugout, quick. This isn't just fast food, it's good fast food. Our fresh salad bar will please your appetite for a healthy and quick meal. Fresh fruit, fresh toppings, fresh hot pizza, or home-styled sandwiches. Take it back to work with you, or eat it right there. For lunch or dinner, the dugout, it's a home run. The dugout, next to the ballpark in Spanish Fork.
What time is it?
Yo, what time is it?
Anytime is taco time.
11 and 5. Amen.
Due up for Mountain Crest in their last gasp. In the 5th inning, Jack Godfrey, Mick Tidrow, Spencer Coombs. 5, 6, and 7. Godfrey struck out his lone at bat of the game. The Dons pitching within a rotation. Their number 4, foul ball out of play. In Brady Bate, as far as starting rotation concerned. And their number 4 pitcher out there, Brady Bate. Out there has thrown, to this point, a no-hitter. The Dons had committed an error and a walk was given up by Bate in this ball game. That pitch upstairs and 2-2 the count. But it just shows how deep pitching is for the Spanish Fort Dons. 3-2 the count. So we'll see a payoff pitch here. On the way, fouled off. Winner of this goes home. At the very least, we'll go home with some hardware. Whether it be a first or a second place trophy. Here in the state tournament. As there's a pop fly into shallow right. Nick Roberts on to grab it. 1 down. Mick Tidrow, the hitter.
Designated hitter number 17, Nick Tidrow.
Pitch on the way from Bate. Missing again. 2 balls, no strikes. With 1 down. And that one misses quickly. 3-0. Pitch on the way. Again, we want to thank other sponsors of this one, the Car Guys, located at 872 North Main in Spanish. 0077 is the number we can reach them. If you are looking for something that they don't have on their lot, ask them about it and see if they can hunt it down for you. Also, talk all time for the Player of the Game sponsorship today. Full count pitch, misses up high, and a walk issued by Brady Bate. Second walk issued today by Bate. That'll bring up Spencer Coombs.
Spencer Coombs.
Flew to center in his own lone at bat in the contest. Again, we're happy to be with you here on Spanish Fork 17, along with KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Runner checked, ball thrown away into a bullpen. Bullpen scatters. Tidrow over to second. So that'll be an error committed by the Dons, and chalk that one up to Brady Bate. I think he's entitled at least 1 error today after what he's done. 2 home runs in the game, and is yet to allow a hit. Spencer Coombs, a hitter. Going around on that one for a strike to count 1-2. Pitch, shot down the left field line. Got a hold of it solidly and knocks it foul. Went out of play, came back in. And the count holds at 1-2. One-two pitch. Off speed. Pretty close. There's a ground ball to third. Making the play, Golish. What a game he's had over there at third base. Had one that quite possibly could have tore his head off in the 3rd inning. On that one, making a little spin move throw to first for the out. Two down. The last chance for Mountain Crest is Ben Weiss, the lefty who shut down the Dons with his throwing arm on Tuesday. Now, the last chance for Mountain Crest to stay in the ball game is out here. Pitch on the way from Bate, grounder, right side. Thorpe to first, no hitter for Brady Bate. Taco Time player of the game. The lineup, 1 through 9. How do you pick one? You can go with Brady Bate for sure with his no-hitter in 5 innings, 2 home runs. But Nick Roberts Had a inside the park grand slam to go with 2 sack fly RBIs and finishes as a 6. And a number of players who went 2 for 2, 3 for 3. I mean, it all the way down the line. The Dons just hitting the ball hard. But we'll give it to Brady Bate today for his performance. And coming in as the number 4 pitcher in the Dons rotation